First of all, I'd like to congratulate all my fellow competitors that I have competed against over the years for driving me and giving me the fortitude and the impetus to keep improving, because we have some talented players throughout the state. As far as being consistent, I think the main word and the main thought that I go by is preparation. Preparation to me is the most important thing that you can do. And preparation in the sense that physically preparing, mentally you have to prepare. And again, being a long season, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs. You're going to experience shots that you think should have happened that don't, and you have to be able to accept it. You have to accept what happens, and you have to move forward.
Szewczul, who lives in Farmington, Connecticut, played every sport when he was younger, and says his best sport was actually baseball. A second baseman, Szewczul was being scouted until a knee injury ended his career.
And my start in golf, I got started with a neighbor across the street from me, Mr. Maluski. He would chip balls. There would be that strip of grass between the street and the sidewalk, and he would chip balls over this big hedge that he had, and I would go out there on Sundays and sit there and watch him, and he asked me if I wanted to try it, and I tried it. I wasn't any good at it, but I liked it, and then I got into caddying. He would be a member at Indian Hill. He had a heart condition, so he had to take a cart, but he would take me with him at 6:30 in the morning, and he would go out and play, and I'd sit there and wait to be chosen as a caddy. And he would finish his round, and he'd wait for me in the grill room when I got done caddying and bring me home. And that's how I got started. And then I would caddy for his wife when she played in her foursome matches. And that's how I got started. And he took me to get my first set of clubs at Stanley Golf Course.
Szewczul found his calling in golf, playing at Central Connecticut State University before moving on to play high-level amateur golf. Szewczul has played all over the state of Connecticut, has played regionally, and has played in a number of USGA events. As one of the best amateurs in Connecticut for decades, Szewczul has become accustomed to winning. His most recent, the 14th Senior Match Play Championship.
The match play is not an easy event to win, no. And for me, personally, I think it's one of the hardest tournaments to win just because of a stamina point of view. I feel my mentality on a match play versus a stroke play tournament, you have 18 matches going on every match. Being 18 holes. So I think every hole I treat as a match. So you're constantly grinding and thinking on every hole as to how you're going to play the shot. Your philosophy is different in match play than stroke play. I think it's harder to play match play. So being able to win 5 times to me is something I'm proud of.
Even despite all the individual success for Szewczul, his favorite tournament each year is the father-son that he plays with his son David.
No question. Highlight of my season, don't even have to hesitate. It's father-son. I can't tell you how much I enjoy playing in that tournament, and it's the hardest tournament for me to play in my whole career. I can honestly tell you that. When you're playing a tournament for yourself, the only person you have to answer to or feel bad for or whatever is yourself and everything else. And you have another tournament the next week or the next month or whatever. You know a tournament's coming behind that. The father-son's different. You're with somebody that you love dearly and you want to play your best. And I haven't played my best. I haven't played my best with David. And thankfully he hasn't put me on waivers yet. I'm still going to be playing with him. But he's held his own more than once and I haven't. And it makes me feel kind of empty in a sense that I love him to death and I want to try. That's probably why I haven't, because I'm trying too hard. And that's one tournament I do try too hard on, I think, and I have to learn how to play that tournament better than all the others. Yeah, I've played with Arnold Palmer, I've played with Tiger Woods. Recently I've played with Bryson DeChambeau, and 5 years ago when he won the USAM, we were paired 36 holes together. And yeah, you're nervous to play with them, but never as nervous as I am playing in the father-son. It sounds funny to say, but that's how much it means to me. I just want to stress too, again, like I said, I just want to thank everybody that has been a part of my career to get me to where I am now, whether it's John Nobilski working with me on revamping my swing, because that's still a work in progress. My trainers, my doctors, everybody that's been involved with my so-called career and comeback, I just want to thank them for everything that they've done for me. And this interview is dedicated to them, and I appreciate all the support that all my friends have given me over the years. And hopefully, God willing, I'll be able to keep competing and hopefully pushing everybody else to their limits so that they can get the best out of their game.